Someone might think like I am just overly sad. I beg to differ. My face is different. My voice is different. My chest is different. My whole body internally feels like it's changed up. So it's not like, how would you put that? It's not a sadness that's like you're choosing that sadness over the actual effects, the mind, the brain, chemistry of how narcissism creates a vacuum of your memories, a vacuum of your emotion, who you are, type of thing. Like, I used to look different, or, whatever. Like, I don't know. I used to look different. I felt different. All of that. You know what I mean? So, I don't look at it like I'm sad. Like, obviously I have sadness and pain and frustration, but when I take those things to the Lord, it's more or less like, no, Matthew, you're not actually sad. I mean, it is saddening, it's harsh, it's frustrating. You don't have depression, for an example. You don't have mental health diagnoses, for an example. People I think want to take what is that what narcissistic abuse does to the brains, and they want to take what's happened to me and they want to make it into something that it's not. You see what I'm saying? And making it that something that it's not is the thing that actually delivers the the medications and things like that are going to take you up out of self and to make you so you don't have this. You don't have that voice and you're going to be so shut out inside. It's hard to explain, but I've felt it so many times. It's just insanity, and it wrecks you because these are like minuscule moments you needed to just insert an idea or thought or whatever, and you couldn't, and because you couldn't, it now transformed into a domino rally effect into your actual abilities in life, into how you carry yourself in life, everything like that. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want people to take the narcissistic abuse and the brain damage that it's caused, not to mention the physiology of the damage that's caused, not to mention, like, I believe wholeheartedly I was poisoned, and that's why I fell to the ground, like all, like I don't know, I don't know, but because of that sadness that it created in me, that vacuum inside of my very own chest about how my love was for these people, and yet how they could move like that in my life and in my value from in here, it just ripped to no end. Like, you want to feel razor blades inside of your chest and get that moving around, like, I don't know, like in the anxiety and stuff or whatever. I don't know, man. I did not feel like I was gonna make it. But at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, well, if this is my end, God, holy moly. No, no. I'm like, no way. I have such a story, or, I have so much left in this that, like, people wouldn't know if you were to, like, allow me to die right now. So I'm like, no, you're not gonna let me die, Lord. You, like, a side of me, next to me, God's own hand laying on me to Lord, come in my heart, my actual heart. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I did. But either way, what I'm getting at is I don't want people to think like, oh, he's a schizophrenic or he needs whatever kind of mental health diagnoses. Do you see what I'm saying? Because internally, I feel just fine. I just really, really miss what I thought I had in a friend and a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, and it just ripped me apart. Like, all I wanted to do was rollerblade and come back home to my people and, like, say that night at the bar, like, she was gorgeous, dude. Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is what that got me thinking. Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you, G? Like, you have to keep your eyes on me because you're afraid of me? And then it was like, um, I don't know, normally I would have been like, yeah, let's shoot a game of pool. But I felt that shit and it was kind of like, whatever. Another day is another day, right? Right. And it was just an agreement to just kind of call it an early night as I felt you were pushing for reasons you had to do what you've been doing to me. So I don't want anyone to think that oh I'm schizo or whatever, because that's exactly like the same type of thing that they need. Just like setting the baseball bat in my car before the holidays, the way they fucking moved. Oh man. If that were anybody else out here, oh god, her car would have been smashed up, those tires would have been busted out, something. You know what I'm saying? Like something. But, I'm highly in a resolve with the Lord that she didn't even know about for like 20 years. 20 years. And what this tells me is verbatim that this guy is just super sick. And I didn't see it. He could put, and like how he could play that long as like, you got my back. And like, gee, like just me moving out here and like having the money that I had and like going to the store to buy things, you're like, oh, you'll need that for next year. Oh, just buy it. Just buy it. You need it. You need it. Buy it. It didn't even matter what it was. Dude, anything that you fucking did was to fucking drain me up. And you know what you did. You know how you moved. Because, hell, I think you're seeing these videos before I'm even able to upload them. I don't know what my reality even is because of how you moved in my life. So, gee, highly fuck off. You had no fucking business not telling me before moving out here and putting money down and getting a whole fucking house. You had no business even fucking doing that. You should have just came clean and told me, look, I don't want you living by me for a reason. And then I would have taken that and fucking ran the other way with it. Like, fuck you, G. Fuck, I'll go into cybersecurity or something. Like, fuck you, G. Seriously. That's some fucking motherfucking bullshit that you just fucking played on your own fucking friend. How you can even consider yourself a fucking good man at all. So, cage up. I don't care who you are anymore. The way you moved in my life with that fucking sinister's way. Nah, G. You're not gonna get away with it. And I don't care how long it takes because this whole thing is different. And I wanted to be better than this, man. Today, right now. And honest to God with you and with my people. So you had absolutely intent here. Absolute intent. And I want to know the very reason why. And I'm not going to stop until I find out because you know what I think you did? I think you targeted me by targeting my own girl in the way you did, and it highly didn't even matter who it was. And me figuring that out and knowing that before even moving out here and actually moving my stuff into this place, or thinking that way because of how you fucking made me feel after signing the paperwork and shit. Like, gee, you didn't want me out here. And you didn't want me out here for a very specific reason. And I'm out to find out what that very specific reason is, because I think you belong in prison. I do. I think you belong in prison for how you moved up in my life from 20 years ago. Not just in the recent. So, man, I don't care how this plays out, because if this were anybody else, obviously we just saw what happened in the Twin Cities with something that I think was a lot less time than 20 years. So wrap your mind around that one. And I don't care how people go about themselves with this. I don't. I have been fucking killed. Look at the physiology of me, and you tell me if I'm not different from just a few short months ago. Look at me. Really look at me. Look at my eyes. Look at my face. Obviously, I had to shave my head because I've been dealing with something that she did to me as well. The parasite that she put on me, like directly in the middle of my back. Like, what the fuck is that, Carlin? Get that fucking off of me. And then she just sits there and just looks at me. Like, I'm not gonna do anything for you. I could have turned around and fucking hit her so fucking hard in the face with everything that I've been through already with that bullshit. And then she wants to put that on me. And mind you, she would have deserved. She would have deserved. And this is coming from a man that does not even believe in hitting a woman ever. So it's the reason I didn't. But she would have deserved this fist coming into her face full fucking swing. Full fucking swing. Turning around. Turning around in a full swing. With what she just fucking did there. You can think however the fuck you want about that one. You can think however the fuck you want about that one. I don't hit women. I don't condone to hitting women. But this bitch was not a fucking woman. She was a fucking asinine fucking demon is what she was. In every single way. And mind you, I have the fucking where she's sitting there removing her fucking heart to do this shit to me. Fuck you guys. I'm sorry I get really worked up about this stuff, but people legitimately, I think, want to take what is, and it's the fact that narcissistic abuse causes all of this. And my literal brains have been fucking, like, injured. They don't work right anymore. And I don't know how to get them to work like they used to just a few short months ago. So I'm fighting. Thanks very much, G, for fucking hacking me in a way to try and actually remove me from my whole entire fucking life. You're a fucking pathetic ass piece of fucking gutter trash shit. You are. And I don't know how you can get up and look at yourself in the fucking mirror. You're a bitch.